Well, we didn't get the result we all hoped Boro would achieve at Manchester City on Saturday with a fairly narrow 1-0 defeat. And I think the frustration is that Boro created enough chances in that match to take something from it. Looking back at the Alves chances that he certainly created for himself or were created on his behalf, there was at least 3 or 4 where Boro could have genuinely felt they missed out on goal-scoring opportunities. City, of course, were lucky to have Shea Given in goal, their new signing. And perhaps that's the difference between the sides, is they were able to go out in the January transfer window and buy 4 expensive new players who all have a great deal of experience behind them, whereas Boro really just had to make do with Marlon King, who was in the side on Saturday. And I think, although he didn't actually shine in personal terms on Saturday, perhaps his presence allowed Alves to actually get the chances that he had on the day. Shea Given, as I said, had a stupendous game in goal, making 4 outstanding saves, and Brad Jones did well for Boro as well. To be honest, any scoreline of 3-3, 4-3, 3-2 would have suited. It certainly wouldn't have been unfair on either side, but I think Man City just to say edged it, and that was the difference as far as they were concerned, was Craig Bellamy's clinical finish. Looking through the team, it was a little bit surprising that Josh Walker didn't feature in midfield. We saw Matthew Bates playing there and didn't let himself down again, but with Josh Walker being a tried and tested midfielder, it's his first choice position, and it would be interesting to see how he would have linked up with Didier Digard. Boro came close, as I said, to keeping a clean sheet, but for Craig Bellamy's strike, which went through a pair of legs on its way past Brad Jones, who perhaps was a little bit unsighted for that goal. But the end result is a defeat, and that leaves Boro still in the bottom 2. They would virtually bottom, just the difference is goal difference. West Brom are still down there with them. It's all bunched up there tightly now. There's not quite as many teams in it as there was a couple of weeks ago. There's really about 6 in it so far. So the crucial thing is now is to look ahead and just take the positives out the last couple of performances, and that is that they've looked a little bit tighter at the back. And they're starting to create a few chances, and now hopefully can start putting them in the net. West Ham to come in the cup, and then beyond that Wigan Athletic, which is assuming monumental proportions as a game. Gareth is still convinced that the club can turn it round, and the fans hopefully will stay behind him in that quest. There's no new blood coming in now. It's the staff he's got. They've got to get the team out of trouble. And while it's disappointing to lose on Saturday, at least they went down with a fight, and I think if they show that kind of desire and commitment in the remaining games, and hopefully they'll pick up enough points to get out of trouble. But this 13 game run without a win really is getting extremely disturbing. Just 5 points from that sequence, which equals the club's Premier League all-time worst run. So a respite in terms of the cup at the weekend. Look ahead to West Ham, have been in a decent run of form but lost on Sunday. So it's just a case of Southgate now lifting morale around the camp, keeping his nerve, sticking with the players who didn't do too badly on Saturday, and taking it on from there.